slip or did he kick it? They're saying he kicked it. Well, they might have got that right. He might have been setting up to kick.
Put that on the highlight reel.
This is SportsCentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto back from Paris, and the Raptors are looking to go 2-0 tonight as they take on the Bulls on TSN. And if tonight is anything like Game 1, we could see another lockdown performance from OG Anunoby. When OG guarded T-Wolves superstar Anthony Edwards Wednesday, he put the clamps on, holding him to just 5 points on an atrocious 1 of 10 shooting. And OG's D was a microcosm of an overall great Raptors defensive performance. We really saw the ball movement translate from the preseason to Game 1, as the Raptors had 27 assists on their 36 made field goals. One area of improvement tonight is definitely the bench, as they were held to just 16 points in the opener, and did not shoot the ball well, going 7 of 24 from the field and 2 of 9 from 3. We would also love to see more Grady Dick minutes tonight, as he played just 2 in the opener, not scoring and missing the only shot he took. The Raps are 2-point dogs for tonight's game, with the total set at 218. And I gotta say, we're a little shocked at that line, considering the Bulls have already had a players-only meeting. And it's only been 1 game. And you can watch the Raps and Bulls tonight on TSN. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. To Puck Now, and if you're a hockey fan anywhere in Alberta, well, we're sorry. My producer says really sorry. I'm only like a little bit sorry because obviously you know I'm from Saskatchewan and we don't even have a hockey team, so you have 2. Relax. Not only did the province get hammered with their first major snowfall this week, but both of their hockey teams are in shambles, with the Oil and the Flames booed off of home ice last night. Let's start in Calgary, where they fell 3-0 to St. Louis. They've been outscored 6-1 in a 2-game homestand and haven't scored since the first couple of minutes of their game Tuesday. While the Flames still insist there's no panic, defenseman Nikita Zadorov has had the truth serum lately, starting his post-game presser by apologizing to fans.
Just want to apologize to our fans. Playing like right now, so it's tough to watch.
You know what? We love an honest king. The Flames are 2-5-1 on the season, allowing the second most goals in the league at 5-on-5, and they're 4th last in goals per game. Not exactly a recipe for success. And in Edmonton, things are not much better. In fact, with no Connor McDavid, they might be worse. He did skate yesterday though, which is pretty much the only good Oiler news we've got. They dropped another one on home ice yesterday, bringing their losing streak to 4 in a row. And they're now 1-5-1 on the season. Not exactly the cup or bust start they had in mind. Just ask Darnell Nurse.
Yeah, we gotta be better, like to a man. That's as simple as that. That's the dialogue. Everyone knows. You know, it's easy to point fingers and whatnot. I mean, we got everyone just look in the mirror at this point and be a whole lot better.
The Oilers have the second worst goal differential in the league at -13 and have the second worst goals against per 60 at 3.92. Both these Alberta teams are definitely not off to the start they were hoping for, and they're both desperate for a win looking to snap these streaks. So the fact that they play each other next in the Battle of Alberta on Sunday should make for an absolutely electric matchup. I do want to give Alberta fans hope though. I mean, it is just the start of the season. Anything can change. There are plenty of games to go, right? To soccer, and twice a year, every year, it's arguably the biggest game in the world. This Saturday is El Clasico for the 255th time officially, and the series is as tight as it could be, with Real Madrid holding the edge 102-100, with 52 games finishing as draws. And while we're looking back at a bit of history, we may look back at who scored the most goals in this rivalry. And it's no surprise the answer is Lionel Messi, who leads the way with 26 goals, with Cristiano Ronaldo right behind him at 18. Entering this iteration of El Clasico, Real Madrid sits atop the La Liga table with 25 points, with Barca right behind them at 24. But Barca is yet to lose this season. One difference between this year's game and last year's, it'll be the first El Clasico for Real Madrid superstar signing Jude Bellingham. The $100 million man from Borussia Dortmund has entered superstar status since moving to Madrid, as he's got 11 goals in 12 matches this season, including 3 goals in 3 Champions League matches. A midfielder should not be putting up those kinds of numbers. Now some good news for a very injured Barca squad, as Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, Frenkie de Jong, and Pedri all train today, but still nothing concrete on their statuses for Saturday. And you can watch El Clasico this Saturday on TSN at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. The thing is, you just have to cheer for the kind of merch that you have, so I will be cheering for Barca, as I do have my incredible Barca zip-up. Okay? That's me. Go Barca.
What the hell is that?
It's promo time. Rugby, a hooligan game played by gentlemen. It's promo time. Saturday on TSN, it's finally here. The Rugby World Cup final, and we've got 2 powerhouse teams going head-to-head as New Zealand takes on South Africa. These 2 teams have met once before in a World Cup final, when South Africa beat New Zealand in 1995, which if you saw the movie Invictus, you'd know all about. Of the 9 previous World Cup finals, 6 of them have been won by either New Zealand or South Africa, with each having won 3, which leaves all other nations. And you can watch the Rugby World Cup final Saturday on TSN. Coverage begins at 2:45 p.m. Eastern, 11:45 a.m. Pacific. I, for one, am very excited about Rugby World Cup, especially because I just went to my very first international rugby game in Australia. I'm all about the sport now, okay? I'm in it. Alright, it's Friday, so we end the week with a little betting 101. And yeah, I'm still learning betting, but the journey has been a successful one so far. Today, we're going to look at player props and the importance of divisional matchups when betting them. And when you see a line like Tua Tagovailoa's pass yards at 271.5, it's normal as a football fan to think, oh yeah, he's definitely going over that. But we get a look at the history, especially when it's a quarterback going up against a Bill Belichick defense. In 5 career games against the Pats, Tua is averaging just 195 pass yards per game and has never gone over that 271.5 number. Now, we're not going to go crazy and tell you to bet the under on his touchdown passes as well. Just know that he's never thrown more than a touchdown against the Belichick D. Now, if you're thinking those old Tua numbers don't apply to how good this Dolphins offense has been this year, well, let's just look back to week 2, where he threw for 249 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 pick. And the team only scored 24 points, their 3rd lowest total of the season. So the lesson today, when hammering player props in divisional games, at least take a gander at the previous matchups. And you can watch the Pats and Dolphins Sunday on CTV. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. That's all for today. We'll see you right back here Monday. Have a great weekend.